Here we go. I've been looking forward to making this video because it's actually one of my favorite classes when it comes to Delta Force. What's up troopers, my name is Neon and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 best builds for the Assault class, and these are going to be the Assault Rifles. I've been using a bunch of weapons in this game, but the ARs are always just been taking the icing on the cake. Extremely consistent when it comes to close range and does very well at medium to longer ranges. These weapons are going to be absolutely perfect for your choices for Delta Force. Let's go and start it off. Okay, and we are on the Assault side, and we are of course going to go with D-Wolf, as D-Wolf is my main one. We go with the G18 with our melee knife and the healing syringe, and this is my beginner weapon, the Car-15. A great overall weapon anyway, and fantastic for all the new beginner players as well, as this is one of the first ARs you unlock. Let's go and show you guys how this bad boy performs. This is the Car-15, just not holding breath. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go hold breath. See, super accurate. And just show you how accurate this gun really is, I'm going to put this by 50 meters, and I'm going to show you by the ranges. See, that's not even holding breath. Right, here we go. Now holding breath. Look how much more it reduces it from them ranges. You will love this weapon, I promise you that. Here is the modification for this gun. There's a bunch of barrels when it comes to this one, but honestly, I felt like the long barrel combo was the perfect choice. Increases the range and muzzle velocity, very important for a gun like this. Everything here is all control, but except just these two here, I actually add handling on the rails. My muzzle side is the horizontal compensator, really important, as it's going to straighten up the control, as you can see. If you want to go for a suppressor, you can go for the silent suppressor, as that will fully stealth you by the minimap. A personal choice, people love going for the M7 suppressor. Here we are on the foregrip side. I'm using the combat grip. I feel like it's the perfect balance of vertical and horizontal. There is other ones too, as you can see. These are like horizontal, but as you can see, more of a decrease, and look at the difference, man. And that's just trying to straighten up the rounds. So I felt like horizontal and vertical was really important. Make sure you use the combat grip. Magazine types, as you can see, there's quite a lot, but when it comes to your 60 rounds, there is a lot of decreases with it. There is a little bit of an increase of stability here, but you lose 5% of control, and same as 4% of handling, and that might not be a big deal for most of you guys, but as you can see, look at the increase it actually puts on the ADS speed, and you don't really want that. I felt like the perfect balance was the 45 round magazine. Make sure you use a mag mount, and then this is your grip mount you want to be using, the AR. After you've done that, you're going to be going selecting your grip mount as the balance grip base. Comes to your stock side, I use the Elite Light stock, really important when it comes to ADS speed, and sight is a personal preference. Calibrations, I'm going to go through these really quick because it all is very self-explained. Firing stability and muzzle velocity, foregrip, and I actually have this in the middle. This is a middle of ADS speed and stability while moving. Rear grip, all on the far right for extra control, stability while moving. And stock, I actually have extra control and aim stability while breathing is all negative. But right down the bottom, I actually have it as a middle of ADS speed and firing stability. And optics, this is how I do my optics. Eye reflectors 20mm and zoom level at 0.1x. Make sure to go in description below and grab your code for the Car-15. You knew I was going to be talking about this weapon. This is the SG552, a fan favorite for a lot of you guys. Why is it a fan favorite? Well, it's an AR, but extremely high TDK because of its rate of fire. Look how fast it shoots. You're going to love the SG552. Go and make sure you use your heavy barrel. After that, when it comes to your pouches, I use all control. I actually use the vertical compensator, as you can see by the control side. Look how little that is. It's tiny. Foregrip, combat grip, as I love the perfect combo of vertical and horizontal. 45 round magazine with your mag mount. This is the rear grip I'm using. And of course, the Elite Light stock for the increased ADS movement speed. After that is a personal preference of what sight you like to use, but I actually feel like this is a good dot sight for this gun. Calibrations, I believe everything is all on the far right. I actually take away all of the ADS movement speed and the ADS speed. I know that freaks out a lot of people, but honestly, the most consistent this weapon is, the better it is at performance. Make sure you go and grab the code for the SG552. You troopers are going to love the gun what I have right now. This is the AKM. The AKM is an extremely heavy hitting weapon. It does a lot of damage. It really does. very difficult when it comes to its ranges sometimes, especially its visual recall and just controlling the weapon itself. It can be pretty difficult, I definitely understand, but it's the damage what it deals. And as you can see, it's not that bad at ranges, and I feel like the more you use it, the more you'll get comfortable with it. When it comes to your pouches, I'm using control as it's really important to get a good accuracy for this gun. I'm using a long barrel combo because the range and the muzzle velocity is really important. I have a laser sight on my side because the close range combos is really important to just whip out the laser sight and just start hip firing. You win a lot of gunfights doing it like that. Pretty surprising. When it comes to your muzzle, I'm using a horizontal compensator, and then we're going to go and show the control. As you can see, it goes slightly to the side, but what it was previously, it was pretty wild, so I'm very happy how it is now. I use the combat grip. Really, the combat grip is like a perfect choice. You can go with other stuff too, like there's vertical, and if we go and look for horizontal, here's a horizontal one, and as you can see, look how it is there. It's just completely different from this other pattern, and I just honestly wouldn't like to use something like that. So you don't want to be using like a horizontal or anything. You just want to be using the combat grip. Magazine type, I'm using the 40 round. You can use the 70 if you really want to, but you do lose a lot more. I feel like the 40 round was just a perfect choice. And if you do use the 40, then go and use the mag mount, the AK heavy grip with the stable grip base, because a weapon like this, it has a slow rate of fire, but extremely heavy when it comes to stability. So you need to work on stability as best as you can. And this one maxes it out perfectly. My stock is the elite like stock. Really love using the stock. I want to go and use the cap on there. That only increases like 1% of handling, but still better than nothing. And of course, go and use your optic sight. Calibration side, this is all on the far right. I didn't even bother with anything on ADS speed. I just wanted all the control, and that's all I wanted. Okay, so everything's all maxed out on the far right side. If you want to change it yourself, go and grab the code and change around the calibration yourself. But that is the AKM. You will love that one as it's the heaviest hitting assault rifle in the AR class. We are almost there, and we are talking about two of the best guns in the game. The first weapon we're talking about is the CL19. You will love this weapon. Look how accurate it is, man. Super consistent. How can you not love a gun like this? There's some pros and cons with this gun. As you can see, the ADS speed is a lot more slower, but I do have a valid reason for that, because I needed that more of the ranges. If I go more of the ADS speed and more of the ADS movement speed, it's just going to be too much of them ranges, and I need to have more consistent of its ranges. I go for control as it's the most important thing. If you do want to change it and increase the ADS speed, then go and use the handling, okay? I'm going for the tactical long barrel, then we're using the horizontal compensator, and I'm going to show you the recoil pattern. It goes all the way up and then to the right. I try to straighten this up the best as I can, but other recoil patterns are just above and beyond. They are just absolutely wild. Recoil control worked out really well with this build. I go for the combat grip. This is what it looks like if you want to use horizontal for a grip. A little bit more straighter, but it does have more of a kick. Perfect balance is the combat grip. Magazine types is a personal preference. I do like going for the 60 round, but I do feel like the 45 is probably going to be better, as this is more handling. And honestly, I really should be selecting this myself, so I'm actually going to go with the 45 rounds, and that makes the handling even better. This is the rail grip I'm using for control and stability. And of course, don't be surprised, elite like stock. As I said, troopers, I did lose a lot of stability when it comes to my ADS speed and ADS movement speed, but I changed that around with using the right attachments and calibrations. In the calibration side, it's the same method as the last build. I've done everything on the far right because I took away all of the ADS speed and ADS movement speed because I've used the right attachments for it. So I increase everything all on the right side for the control and firing stability and so much more. So what are you waiting for? Please go and grab the CL19, probably one of the best guns in the game. And speaking of best guns in the game, this is the M4A1. This has to be the best gun in the game, right? Surely. Look at that, man. It's so consistent the way I would shoot. It barely even shakes, it barely even moves. No problem at them ranges as well. We can even increase it, right? Let's go and increase it to like 100 and see how it actually turns out. Okay, we got him there. Now I'm going to go and hold breath. Holding it. Got him. I'm telling you, troopers, you will love the M4A1. Please go and grab the code. The best gun in the game. It might argue for most of you guys, but you just have to use this gun. Even if you don't feel like it's the best AR, either way, it's still extremely consistent. I use all my pouches as control. If you do want to change it for increases the ADS speed, then go and use handling. After that, I use the long barrel combo. I use the vertical compensator, and we're going to go and show the details right here. Look at the wiggle. You can obviously straighten up if you want to if we go to horizontal. This is what horizontal will do for you. Actually, horizontal isn't that bad, as it is more straighter, and that will definitely keep your bullets more consistent. If you do struggle with recoil control, then go and use the vertical compensator, as that will reduce it much more. The combat grip, if you really want to, you can actually go around and go use horizontal. That will straighten up even more, but more of a kick. But this is the catch. This is how much control you're going to get. Magazine type, personal preference, you can really switch around and decide which ones you want to use. The drum isn't a bad one. 45 round is of course going to increase much more. So if you do want to use the 45 rounds, just how I'm going to change it myself, then go and use your grip mount. And then when it comes to your rare grip, you're going to be using the heavy grip, because after that, you're going to unlock a grip mount and you're going to use the stable grip base. The elite light stock, you know it. And then this is the sight I'm using. Everyone loves using this sight. And calibrations at 0.1x to 20mm. And there we go, troopers. That is probably the best top 5 weapons of the assault class, honestly, I've done since this game came out. These are a really good combo, but I want you guys to let me know what are your top 5 weapons in the assault class, because these are mine and they work absolutely fine. Especially the M4A1, that is a really good gun. CL19 is perfect. SG552, crazy when it comes to TTK. AKM, extremely heavy hitter. And the Kar-15, a great beginner weapon. Don't forget to leave a like on this video to support me, I would really appreciate it, and subscribe if you're brand new so you don't miss out on any of these videos, as they are very important for you guys. Appreciate the love and support as always, troopers, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Check out behind. Clear. Oh yeah, get slapped, son. We'll take him out there. Reload, reload. Oh my goodness.